marvelous, marvelous. See. Hey, what's up, FG? We are live. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Fixing After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia Yofo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Click the bell right next to it. Dink. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. How is the full moon affecting you? Well, I don't know. It's pushing me. I feel like this full moon is like pushing me to work on self even harder, like go harder on myself for some reason, and like just let go of like shit that doesn't serve me. So it's like it's been a little emotional, but like overwhelming. Oh, my head, like head pressure. So thanks for asking. What about you? Anyways, guys, what's up? Sorry about that. Thank you for tuning in, FG. So, you guys, today what we're gonna be, I already did the full moon video. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. Okay. But today what we're gonna be discussing is Pluto going into the sign of Aquarius. Y'all know we are in the age of Aquarius. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. So what I'm going to go over is Pluto is leaving Capricorn. We will not see Pluto in Capricorn in our lifetime during this time because it won't be here for ever, like over 200 years. So this will be the last time. So this is a major important video. I suggest you get a notepad, take some notes, some reminders. You might get some messages as you're watching this video, you guys. So I'll be discussing Pluto leaving Capricorn, what energy that is, also as well as Pluto going into Aquarius, okay, which is tomorrow at the time you're watching this video. Right now it's still there at 29 degrees in Capricorn. Also, kind of what this energy will feel like. We can do a bit of a forecast in a sense based off of the history in the past of when Pluto was in Aquarius. What we can do right now, kind of what to watch out for. Also, you guys, I'll probably be discussing, give you a little bit of overview. There are a couple of aspects, Scorpio moon here. There are a couple of aspects that are playing out. So I want you to know what that feels like, as well as when Pluto is going into the sign of Aquarius and how to use that energy with these major aspects that are playing out. Let's see here. What else are we going to be discussing? We can do a little bit of history. I would say go look at my other Pluto and Aquarius video. I really broke down the history, even with photos. It was like a recorded video that I did. It's kind of cool. You might want to check that one out too. But we can do like a look ahead as far as the energy that's playing out in the age of Aquarius. You guys know I'm going to tap into your rising sign. So click that like button, because if you know your rising sign, this is how you will know what house is being rocked for you, because this is going to be, Pluto's going to be in the sign of Aquarius until 2044. Okay. And then we'll do a collective spread. Okay. I'm not even going to ask how you're feeling since you said Scorpio moon. We already know. We know. Okay, so without further ado, and if anybody would love to do timestamps, that'd be great. If not, I will do timestamps after the live video. That way you guys can refer back to it. So, let's go ahead and pull up the charts. You guys know how I do. Okay, so, that's what I was going to do. Okay, really quick. There is an app called StreamYard. I've used StreamYard in the past for business opportunities that I had. And I knew how to use it back then, but I'm thinking of bringing it back again. That way you guys can see the chart that I'm reading and the aspects and how I'm looking at it. That way, I don't know, it's a little bit more interactive, I guess. So I'm going to be testing that because you can go live on multiple platforms. I can go live on Facebook. I do have a Facebook page. I think it's VT After Dark, besides my personal. But because Facebook's kind of dry, but I haven't really tapped into my other page too much. And then I think I can go live on Twitter or X, whatever, and also Instagram all at the same time, and YouTube. So I'm going to look into that, you guys, that way you guys can kind of see what I'm reading here, what I'm looking at. Degrees matter, aspects matter, all these transits matter. Okay. So that way you guys can get kind of like, where am I pulling this from? Because I'm reading the charts. So, anyways, let's go ahead and dive in. You fine as fuck. Thank you. Respectfully. You're hella funny. True, she is. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap in, you guys. Okay, so Pluto is entering the sign of Aquarius. This is serious, guys. This is tomorrow, okay? This is happening. Look at the numbers. It's 11, 19, 11, 10, and then 8. So, anyways, I like to add numbers. This is happening all the way up until January of 2044. Let's just call it that. Okay, the age of Aquarius, you guys. Capricorn leaves for good for the lifetime for the next 300 years. So I call this a huge move because this is like a generational move. This is a generational planet that's moving because these type of planets take a very long time to switch signs, okay? And next year, there's another few generational planets that are also moving into another sign. So 2025 is going to be litty like a titty, okay? Just so you know. So let's talk about Pluto leaving Capricorn, you guys, just to give you a little quick synopsis. If you guys didn't watch that video, I think I did a video on that. Hold on. I think I did. So Pluto and Aquarius is going to be a whole vibe shift, you guys, for real. Just so you know, when Pluto was in Capricorn from 2008, you know what happened in 2008, right? This is what I went over in my other video, but the economic crisis that we went through, right? All the way up until now, here we are. It was in and out of Capricorn. Okay, so it was all about, really think about Capricorn energy. What is it doing? Structure, stability. So it was really all about breaking down and building these structures, institutions, all these hierarchies that controlled our lives, right? My Uranus is, Pluto's been touching a nerve for a while. Yeah, my Pluto, I'm a Capricorn rising. So Pluto in Capricorn, that was in my first house. I think this full moon catapulted me like, I'm ready to go, like out of here, right? So this Capricorn energy was serious. It was about power. It was about government. It was about authority. It was about the old school ways of doing things, right? So during that time, what did we see? We saw big shifts in our government. We saw economic systems, how they work, how we work, AI, all of these things are playing out, right? Now we're finding out aliens are in the ocean. I mean, what's next? Okay. So the world, what is this channel about? I think I have a video about that. But this is literally, my channel is strictly about astrology and how it relates to what's going on right now in your real life. So I would pull up your natal chart. It's free. That way you know your makeup, your design with your sun, moon, rising. And I talk about rising signs. That way you know what house is playing out for you. Okay? And how to use this energy to your advantage. If you know what's playing out, you know you're not going to get pissed off. You're not going to get mad. You're not going to get upset. So it's all about helping you through your healing journey and getting through. Period. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that. Next. So what am I saying? So here we are. So during that time, we saw big shifts in governments, economic systems, and how we work, how everything works. The world felt like it was crumbling, right? At times, but it was really a big transformation, you guys. It was slow, it was very heavy because Capricorn is all about control. It's all about that unbreakable feeling of a bond with a person, place, or a thing. Okay. Now that Pluto is moving into the sign of Aquarius, I would say this is until January of 2044. Okay. And the energy's moving from that intense, top down power vibe to a wild, progressive, let's change the world kind of an energy. Okay. Let's change it together is the thing. That's the theme. um, so what did you say? You're hungover? Oh my God. Aquarius, let me focus. I'll read the comments in a second. Aquarius is all about the people, okay? It's all about technology. That's why you see all this AIs and everything. It's in Google, it's in the smartphones now. You know, the Gemini thing coming out, all these bots coming out. We have like robot dogs. We have, you know, just check on Elon Musk and you'll see everything that's really coming out to play. You walk into, you know, McDonald's, Jack in the Box, whatever, any type of kiosk, you have the hand palm thing in Whole Foods. You've got all of these things happening just to give you a bit of what's really playing out, okay? So now you have Aquarius here. It's going to shake things up to try and to create a better future is what it's all about, you guys. So you might have already noticed this shift. People are definitely been questioning the norms. They've been questioning what they've been taught. They've been questioning all the information that's been presented to us. This could be even from celebrity drama to the news, politics, all of the things. Okay, all of these movements, you know, even within your community. So with Aquarian energy, I'm from Jupiter. So with Aquarian energy, you know, I feel like this is going to bring all those radical ideas, and this is definitely going to be a game changer, you guys. Okay. It's not about who's at the top, but it's all about how we can really rise together. Okay. Your questions are so funny. Yeah, it's probably a troll. I don't know. Anyways, so all right, boom. Okay. The age of Aquarius, we're stepping into it right now, you guys. It's really calling for something so new. I would say this is a total reset. Just think of it as a total reset. Boop, you click the reset button, it's ready to go. I feel like that's the energy that I've been feeling, okay? Now, it's going to be a reset on how we live, how we connect, okay? How are we connecting with people, places, and things right now? I would say it's pretty much also to look at yourself. It's how are you showing up in the world? Okay. Now, where the power was hoarded, you know, I don't want to say no names, but it's all in the news. Where all of the power was, let's just call them blue checkers, okay, or the people that we grew up listening to, all that power, you know, it was all about also me, you know, doing it for the gram, showboating, attraction marketing, all of the things, right? Everything that was falsified, everything, all of that, that whole world is getting played out, okay? This era is asking us to wake the fuck up and move different. That old shit, no one is falling for it anymore. This era also started, I would say, when we were on quarantini days, right? Remember that? Everybody was information sharing. Everybody started to become an entrepreneur. Everybody picked up something and did something to get shit moving, right? So I would say with Pluto and Aquarius, it's really time. What you're going to probably be seeing is community over competition. It's like we can't do anything if we don't move together. Instead of competing with one another, we all need to kind of come together. And that's what Aquarian energy is all about, is for the collective. It's kind of like, yo, you can't make it alone anymore. Like, you need divine masculine, you need divine feminine, you need community. Okay, this isn't the time to gatekeep anymore. You've seen during the quarantini days, everyone was like, this is how you garden. Here's a survival book. Here's this, here's that. I know you see it on Instagram, TikTok reels. It's like, this is how you do this. This is how you make that. This is how you charge your phone. I remember seeing someone putting a charging cord into like an apple or something. Like, you don't need electricity. You don't need to pay the bill. Like stuff like that, right? So I kind of started planting the seeds during the quarantini time. And then now here we are, okay? So it's not about gatekeeping, it's not about flexing on people. No, it's really about lifting each other up. It's about collabing, it's about coming together. What do you know? How can I learn from you, right? It's about building something solid, something where everybody eats. Just think of it like that. You really got to ask yourself at this point in time, am I adding to the vibe or am I taking from it? Okay? The Pleiades. I've been to Northern Jupiter once. This guy. Okay. Yeah, even OnlyFans got popular during the Rona days. Yes. Scorpio sun, Leo moon. How do I know my rising sign? Okay, go to astro-seek.com. Download your chart for free. Just put in, you got to know the time you were born, though, and of course, where you were born. Time is really important, okay? Time is going to be very important on where you were born, period. Okay, so pretty much the name of the game for Asian Aquarius, you got Pluto and Aquarius. I keep calling Asian Aquarius. It is. Pluto and Aquarius, it's really, authenticity is going to be your currency. Do you notice the more transparent and real as far as reactions and responses go on social media, those are the videos that get the most attention, okay? Those are the most alarming. They get the highest feed. If you're talking about, I don't want to say, if it was just too positive and foofy and no, people want to hear the real shit because we feel like as a collective, we've been lied to about so many grandiose things, and I'm pretty sure you can create a laundry list of what that could be. We're not going to discuss it on the channel, but the fake shit is out, okay? And period. People are going to want the real you, okay? Not some polished version that you think will impress people. It's all about being real, like straight up. And that's what people gravitate towards. And you see this happening already. Now, this Aquarian energy wants you to really own your quirks. If people call you weird, just your truth. Like, just sit in it. What's so hilarious is that people can have ailments, things wrong with them, and they're sitting on like live, right? And they have like thousands of viewers, people that don't even have like arms or like creating handbags and doing all kinds of and people will sit there and watch them. But guess what's happening? They're being them and they're showing them who they are and they're living with whatever they have going on and you're watching it. So it's like that's that energy. Like be you and do what you got to do. Period. So the more you lean into who you are, the more you'll attract your tribe and you'll attract people, you'll attract the right people, and you'll attract more opportunities that really match your frequency. That's really the name of the game. It sounds so hard, but think about it. It's so hard for some reason for people to be honest and people to be fucking real and just blunt and just say what's on their mind. So I would call this energy, since we're moving from Capricorn, which was that Capricorn energy could be, that's that devil energy where it's like you're just locked in chains. It's kind of like, how do I say it? That's where the codependency comes from. That's where the toxicity comes from. That's where it's like, oh, I can't leave this person. So I say now that it's moving into Pluto's going into Aquarius, it's like break those chains. Break those chains and let go once and for all. Okay, this energy is not going to vibe with anything outdated. All of the outdated systems, as you see, Babylon is crushing, it's falling. All the traditions are just, they're going away. because it's always been like that, right? So whether we're talking about government, whether we're talking about relationships, um, work, or even your own habits, okay, the age of Aquarius is definitely going to shake up everything that feels restrictive, okay? If it ain't evolving into anything good, it's gotta go, period. Okay, so like I said, with the whole Gemini and AI, everything's AI. You can actually use AI to your advantage to build your business. Some people are doing it. Okay, so I would say with the Aquarian energy is ruled by, I say, technically it's Saturn, but the Uranus is involved as well. So you can get very tech savvy when it comes to this energy, but don't lose your soul over it. Okay. um, Technology, this digital world is going to keep running the show. So just get with it or get lost, period. Okay. AI, space exploration, digital everything. So Aquarius has been warning us, this Pluto energy has kind of been warning us already. Don't let it take over humanity. It kind of looks like that, but just for your own sake, use technology as a tool, but not a replacement for a real connection. Okay? So, also, too, during this time, it's time to heal yourself, heal the collective. The work you do on yourself definitely is going to ripple out into the world. Okay, so whatever energy you're feeling, it's definitely going to be projected out like that, because guess what? There are no walls. The veil is not thin anymore. It just doesn't exist. Okay, so Aquarius wants us to see that self healing. It's not selfish, it's necessary. If there's certain things that you can do to heal yourself, that's definitely going to be important, okay? And when you work through your trauma, when you work through your fear, you work through all of your insecurities, you're showing up as a better version for yourself and also the people around you, okay? Because energy, can seep into those that are around you. So that's how we're going to take this shift, okay? So I would say dream bigger, think smarter. Aquarian energy is like, why are you thinking small? Just go big or go home, okay? So it's really time to imagine a future where we're all thriving, right? It's easier said than done because you have to put in the work, period, okay? Whether this is you're trying to educate someone, whether it's just dreaming up a life that you actually love, okay? This era is all about innovation, okay? If you have any ideas on what to do, I would say take action now if you haven't already. Instead of just talking about it, be about it and do something about it, okay? So, what can we do right now? This guy's going in. What can we do right now? Well, you can definitely be kind, okay, to people those are around you. I would say keep an open mind. Seriously, try and just be a decent human being, pretty much for the most part. Aquarius energy wants us to really care about each other more. That's why I said community is going to be big. I remember back in the quarantini days, people were thinking of bartering. Like, hey, I know how to do hair. Hey, I know how to make t-shirts. Hey, I'm a nurse. Hey, I'm the water guy. Hey, I do credit. Hey, I do. Everybody was like, what do we do? And how can we work together to build a community of utopia? I read a story about there was like, I want to say like 21 black people came together and they like bought all this land, and then everybody has their unique skill set. That's just so dope to me, that they want to build something together and utilize whatever they got and work together instead of against one another. So that's a theme too. So it's time to really think outside the box. Whatever you've been doing the same way for years, try flipping it. Okay. Stay informed. Keep learning. Keep learning. There's always something to learn. There's always a book to read. There's always a new skill set to tap into. Stay curious as well about everything, because this change and all of these changes have been happening really fast, you guys, really fast. I'm telling you, this year flew by, didn't it? This year flew by. Oh my God. So check in with your crew, check in with your family. How can you build, nurture your own community, know where you're at. try and do things off grid, like knowing how to drive somewhere without directions, knowing how to read a map, all of these things that we've been discussing for quite a couple of years now. So this is the time, okay? The age of Aquarius is like, yo, it's time to level up. It really is. And not just for you, but as a whole. FG, get on him. Okay, so we are definitely built for this, you guys. So let me tell you kind of what to watch out for. You guys know I always do the good with, the light and the dark. So really what to watch out for, because remember, Aquarius energy, this is air energy. So information overload and misinformation could happen. Remember, Pluto is the planet of power and control. So anybody can feel like they can be a Google scholarship, have a Google scholarship and say anything online nowadays, right? Everybody has a podcast. Everybody's like got something to say. So with Aquarius energy, knowledge is definitely going to be power. Okay. So, but Pluto, on the flip side of Pluto exposes some shit, especially we having a full moon right now, and then bam, this shift is happening. Lots of truth has probably been revealed. I know in my own personal life, there's some true things that I've heard. So, expect secrets to unfold, especially around tech, especially around in the media, right? It's going to come out. It has been already coming out. So question everything you read, question everything that you hear. Fake news, AI generated truth can make it hard now. CGI, everything can make it really hard to decipher what's real, what's fake, okay? Also, I would say there's going to be a lot of tension between doing you and contributing to the collective. So people might struggle between standing out and probably finding a common ground. So Aquarius wants everyone to be unique, okay? But also Aquarian energy values community. So find that nice balance, you guys. We're all going to figure it out somewhere somehow, okay? Aquarius doesn't play by the rules, let me tell you that, okay? So expect sudden changes. I would say in the areas that you thought were stable, like jobs, relationships, or even societal norms, okay? There's going to be major shifts happening right in front of your eyes. So this era, literally, it's going to be quick. I feel like it's going to force everyone out of their current spot. It's going to force people out of comfortability, because also I know next year around this time, we have so many planets that are going to be changing. Uranus is going to shift, Neptune's going to shift. It's just going to happen, you guys, okay? So I would say, as the technology and surveillance and all this AI shit becomes a little bit more advanced, privacy, I would say privacy is going to be more of a luxury. They're even trying to make flying more of a luxury, okay? The AI data, social platforms, all of that is still going to evolve. It's still going to be happening. But we also just might find ourselves needing to set boundaries on how we utilize these tools, okay? Because we have to definitely be a little bit more mindful when it comes to the technology, and really ask yourself, is this helping you or is this trapping you, okay? With Pluto and Aquarius, just think about it like this. We're stepping into a more futuristic vibe. I know you guys probably seen like these Tesla, I don't know what to call these spaceship looking cars out there. Every single car looks futuristic now, the new cars. Like even the look is already starting to come in. Even with the things they're innovating right now as far as certain products that you may see. Okay, so not everyone is going to be on board with this. Some people are just like, nope, I don't want no goddamn electric car. Like, just get it out of here. So some people and structures are going to try to cling to the traditional, or AKA the old way, into this new world and resist the change. And some people are just going to go full throttle and say, screw all the old shit, bring in the new shit. Okay, so This is definitely going to play out in politics, communities, and even with families, okay? So there's a battle between brewing progress and conservatism. Trust me. Hold on, give me 1 second, you guys. Okay. So now let's do a quick overview really quick, you guys. So Pluto in Aquarius is that anything can happen kind of an energy, pushing us to be very bold, question everything, you know, and transform the world to a better place. I keep hearing like that Michael Jackson song, make it a better place. I don't know why. So just really embrace the new shit that's coming, you guys. Just find ways to stay grounded, I would say. Okay. There's a lot of power in just at least stay aware of everything. That doesn't mean you have to agree upon what's playing out, right? So find your tribe. This transit is all about creating a world where you feel liberated, okay? And everyone's voice is going to matter. Now, I want to play out these aspects that I'm seeing here as well at the time that Pluto will be 0 degrees in Aquarius and it's shifting. At the same time, let's talk about a couple aspects. So we have Mars right now is in the sign of Leo, you guys, okay? Mars is in Leo, it's 4 degrees. We do also have the moon is still going to be in Cancer right now, and it's going to be in Cancer tomorrow, and it'll shift, okay? And right now, that's what's going to be opposing Pluto at the same time. So this energy, so let's peep tomorrow, right? So when Mars is in Leo and the moon's in Cancer, and it's opposing Pluto, that's just shifting into Aquarius. What does this feel like, Tisha? What are you talking about? It's going to feel like a tug of war between pride and ego, deep emotions. It's going to be like some intense power plays lurking underneath from somewhere, okay? Mars in Leo wants to just roar and be like front center stage, to be seen, to be tall, to be heard. And the moon in Cancer is like, wait a minute, protect your heart. Okay, hold up. Handle your feelings first before you take action. So, meanwhile, Pluto is going to stir up all those fears, control issues, you know, all those things you didn't ask to deal with. They may just arise. Okay, some people might feel this energy today. It's also full moon energy on top of that that's going to be lingering. So, this is why I'm telling you all this. So, what is this going to feel like, pretty much? Okay, mood swings on max. Okay, so I'm telling you this because watch, tomorrow you'll see someone in traffic, you know, it's going to be vulgar, maybe somebody at work, you know, family member, a roommate, a friend, lover, yourself. You know, you don't know how this is going to play out. So 1 minute you're going to feel brave and unstoppable, or someone else you could, you know, you could see this playing out or you can experience it. The next you might be, you know, swimming in your feelings and questioning if you're even being heard or respected. Now, also with this energy, you'll feel like as power struggles to the max as well. People might test your boundaries during this time. They might challenge your authority at this time. It might even bring out more fear. Or I say it's going to bring out your inner lion. Like, especially if you're a person that's an introvert and you don't really say much, you're actually going to speak up and say something now, okay? It's like that inner crab is going to come out, okay? Because it's moon and Cancer energy. So people are either going to fight or retreat, period. Okay, it's going to feel a little intense. Okay, everything is going to feel like something's at a high stake, like whether it's an argument, you're going after a passion project, like you're going to feel like this intense, like, oh my god, I got to get this done, I got to do this, I got to do it now, I got to figure it out, I got to figure out what I want, how I want to go about doing this. It could be the simplest thing that you're doing throughout the day. It's just going to give you that feeling. That's the energy that's playing out. So I would say how to use this, you guys, to your advantage what you really want to do, if you feel a little extra, right? I know when I'm feeling extra, what do? I go create content real quick, or I put it into something, a passion project. Okay. So create something, an art, create a plan. You know, whatever it is that you're working on, put it towards your goals. That's where you want to use this energy where you feel like you have to do something, you got to do it now. Put it towards something. Don't waste this energy just arguing with people or yelling at people or wondering what's on somebody else's plate. Like, worry about your table and what the hell you got on your plate. That's what I would say. Okay. You got to really balance. That's fire and water. Water needs fire, fire needs water. We know this, right? So use the Leo energy to speak your truth, right? With the mic, lights, and the stage, okay? But make sure it comes from a place of emotional honesty, transparency, empathy, moon in Cancer, okay? So keep it bold, but just try not to be reckless, I would say. So own your power, you guys. Own your power without manipulation, okay? Because Pluto might tempt you to go on to like a full control freak energy, or you might experience this from someone else. But resist, okay? True power is going to come from staying grounded. It's kind of like cussing somebody out without using any cuss words. You're using your intellect instead. You got to try not to force others to really bend your will. You got to play smart with this energy, okay? It's deep, it's dramatic, but it's very transformative, okay? So you can really rise above it. Don't get caught up in this storm, okay? Especially with these squares that are playing out that I see here. The choice is definitely going to be yours. Ooh, let's talk about this aspect too. So another aspect I would mention is, so the sun is still in Scorpio. We're at 28 degrees in Scorpio season, okay? Now, at the time of this switch that's occurring, when Pluto goes to Aquarius, the sun in Scorpio is going to sextile, okay? It's going to sextile with Pluto for the next few days. So I would say it's going to be like, okay, now you're going to step into your power. It's going to be like a ninja move. It's going to be like making moves in silence, like they call it, right? It's quiet, but also it can smolder like anyone that has a little bit of confidence. Like, this energy is deep, but I feel like it's going to feel like boss mode, like big dick CEO energy. Like, it's really going to come out, okay? It's all about needing to just shout about it, like how you feel. And Scorpio is very intense, you guys. So if you have like Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, any placements like that, it blends very well with Pluto's transformative energy, making you feel like you're ready to really face anything that comes your way. So if you are speaking with a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, and you talk to them, they're going to be magnetic as fuck. But I feel like as a collective, we're all going to feel this too. It's just going to be a little bit more intensified. Let's kind of talk about that so you get a visual, because I'm visual and I like to give you guys visuals. What will this feel like, Tisha? Okay. So it's like magnetic energy. It's going to feel very magnetic. You'll feel a pull towards people, places, and things that are more real, authentic, raw, transparent, whatever you want to call it. There's no time for surface level nonsense. Nobody wants the fluffer cover. No, it's like, tell me the real deal, Holyfield. I want it black and white. Don't beat around the bush kind of an energy. Okay. Now, with the sun in Scorpio, that inner detective energy mode might be playing out as well. Okay, so this is where secrets will come to the light. So you might find an urge to play Nancy Drew or dig deep into your own life, things about yourself, skeletons in your closet, or, you know, relationships. Okay, so I feel like everyone's gonna feel just empowered to change. Like, you just want to transform you want to transform your bank account, you want to transform your house, you want to transform your look, you want to transform the way you think, you want to transform something. everybody's going to want to transform something in some way. Okay. I would say this is the glow up from the inside out, pretty much. The true, the good, and the beautiful. Right. Cancer rising. Oh. So, how do we use this? Lean into it. Lean into your power. What are you really good at doing? Like, lean into doing it and continue to do it. As long as it's like, of course, positive and, just be bold, be loud. Like, who cares? This is not the season to care about what anybody thinks. Like, literally, you guys, I know you've seen it scrolling on social media. You've seen somebody where, yes, you could be the party of someone that's a troll and making fun of someone because of the way they look or whatever. Or you could be the person that's like uplifting someone that has the actual goddamn courage to get on live in front of thousands of people that may look a little different, or missing body parts and still getting things done, whatever it may be. Like, they literally are out there being vulnerable, and this is the time because they're stepping into their power. They don't give a fuck, and you shouldn't either. So lean into it. Okay. Also, I would say um cut the dead weight. Cut any type of dead weight. Like, what are you holding on to? What thoughts are you holding on to? Grudges. Like, you may be able to, I would say, forgive, but some people just can't forget, which is a human thing, right? So there's just certain things, just let go of it. Like, who cares? Okay. Whether it's certain habits that you may have, even people. Okay. Letting go of dead weight could be some people. It could be certain relationships, situationships, side piece ships, business ships, whatever ship you're sailing. Some of them, they just have to walk on by. Like, they gotta go. Okay. I would just say, just release what's been holding you back. What is it? Is it a thought that you think about someone else? Is it how you feel about yourself? How someone else is making you feel? Like, voice it, say it out loud. Sometimes people don't recognize what they're doing to you or what you're doing to them. And so things need to be said, a conversation needs to be had. Okay. So dive deep, whether it's a conversation, whether it's a project, whether it's putting in some type of work, whether it's self-reflection. Okay. Go all in. Go all in. Go all in. This transformation will probably start to feel subtle in the beginning, but then it's going to ramp up, you guys. It's definitely going to ramp up. It's going to be super intense. But I feel like this is going to be the lasting transit because it's going to be here until 2044. What am I, 40? That would be like 84 years old for me. Jesus. Okay, so let's kind of like a little bit of history, just so you know about a Pluto transit, you guys. Pluto's transits through Aquarius. This was in my other video, all the details of it all, but historically have brought some revolutionary changes to the world. And Pluto has definitely reshaped societies, governments, technology. So with Aquarian energy that's floating on in here, you guys, it's definitely going to be about that rebellious energy, but also making progress in some form or fashion as well. Pluto is tearing down in Capricorn, it tore down the old shit. And now Pluto in Aquarius is going to transform it. Okay. So I would say, let's do a look ahead. What can happen? Well, dismantling of old systems. I mean, I'm gonna let you use your imagination on that one. Okay. More AI stuff. We all know that. People searching for justice, equality, things of that nature as well. Pluto and Aquarius is always about people and the future. It can be messy, but very transformative. Ultimately, it's just going to be revolutionary, period. So It's going to be times where you don't forget. Just think of it as headlines will be in the news, big movements. Okay. Now, let's talk about rising signs, you guys. That way, this is how it's hitting you personally. You can go even deeper if you go to my website, vixenafterdark.com, to get a personalized reading from me. I will break down everything for you specifically. But, I could do a general for your rising sign. So with Pluto and Aquarius from 2023 to 2044, for the next 20 years, it's going to shake up every rising sign depending on which house it hits. Okay, so like I said earlier, this energy is not here to play. It's deep. This can drag you through the trenches. Not kidding. Before you can come out shining. So it's not all peaches, rainbows, and popsicle sticks. Okay? Let that be known. So I'm going to tell you, here's what to know house by house. And I'm going to be very relatable as much as possible, you guys, that we can handle this shift like a boss. Okay? So let's get started all the way from Aries to Pisces, guys. I'm going to do timestamps at the end of the live video as well. Okay? You can do sun and moon if you want to. Some people say I read their moon all the time. Some people say I read their sun, moon, and rising. Some people say I'm on point with their rising. So it's totally up to you on how this plays out for you. Okay, so Aries rising. So this is going to be in your 11th house. So we all know 11th house is your community, goals, friendships, social groups, things of that nature, okay? So I would say here, Pluto shifting here for you, it's going to be like your squad. It's going to be like, okay, what team you got behind you? Okay, what dreams? What are your goals that you have in mind? Okay, what are you getting ready? It's like getting ready for a major audit of those things in your life, okay? Fake friends, gone. Anybody that's not for you, they're going to either check themselves out or you're going to kick them out. Okay? Anything that's outdated as far as your goals that you haven't even touched, you're going to rewrite them in a whole new fashion, okay? You're going to be stepping into a new version of yourself. And since it's in house 11, not everybody's going to be able to go on the elevator up with you, period. What you could face in this house is, there could be betrayals in your social circles. There could be sudden shifts in your long-term vision that you may have had. You might feel out of sync with the people that are around you, who you're kicking it with. Okay, so how you work this energy is find your real tribe. Weed out the fake snakes, period. Okay, look for people who really match your vibe. Look for people that you can learn from in a house of 11. Okay, if people are not uplifting you or there for you, supporting you, any of that stuff, let them go. Like dead weight, done. Okay, let go of any goals that you had, like old ones that don't even inspire you, that have no fire under you either. Like, don't be afraid to just go big, dream big, think big. Remember, this is Aquarian energy. Okay, even if it scares you, just do it. Do it. Do it. Okay, Taurus rising. This is going to be in your 10th house. Okay, so Taurus rising, we all know this is career, your reputation. What legacy are you going to leave? Okay, so this is going to be rocking up for you. So for the next 20 years, your career is about to go through a full-on makeover. Now, you could start your own business or you could level up your business. You can go from being in the garage to like having a brick and mortar somewhere if you want, or just having a really successful online business, whatever it may be. Or you could just move up from down here all the way up here, CEO, chairman, executive, whatever. In your job, whatever that may look like for you, okay? However it's going to play out. So Pluto is going to strip away what's not working, okay? And even if it's your comfort zone, so you might have to get a little bit uncomfortable to make them boss moves, okay? So you could face some job losses, but then you'll gain some new opportunities. you know, clashes with authority figures, your boss, your lead supervisor, whatever you want to call it. You know, there could be a little bit of pressure there. If you are an entrepreneur, it could be redefining, you know, yourself, your image. What type of public image are you putting out there? That could get an adjustment as well. So, how do you work with this? I would definitely make sure that you are evolving within your career path. Use this energy to put it all into your career. What do you want to do? Do you see yourself, you know, whatever it is that you're doing right now, do you want to do that forever? Really think about it. So, I would say just redefine yourself. Build Rebuild your reputation. It's all about rebranding. It's all about, you know, being authentic, you know, not what looks good on paper. It's all about really being you. You got to stay flexible when it comes in this house of 10. Um, Power struggles, you're going to be tested. How you handle yourself under pressure, you might get tested in that area as well. Just give you a couple of gems. Okay, Gemini rising. So Gemini rising, this is definitely going to be in your house of 9. We all know this is a Sag house. So this is going to be all about like your morals, values, beliefs, higher education. It's going to even be you traveling to a new place. So I feel like your worldview is going to get flipped. Okay? Your old beliefs out the door. What's up, TJ? You know, feeling lost in your search for why am I here? What is my meaning in life? What do I do? Well, that's going to come into play as well. So I would say just embrace your journey that's going to be happening here, because you might be all of a sudden traveling to all these different places. You might not have a specific destination, but Pluto is going to give you new layers of what is true to you, new morals, values, and beliefs, okay, that you will build based off of your experience within the world, okay? So stay curious, stay open-minded. This is how you expand. So this is going to really help you. It might feel a little bit heavy at times too, but take a trip, sign up for a course, you know, explore, 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 explore. Okay. Cancer rising. What you got going on, TJ? Cancer rising. This is going to be in your 8th house of intimacy. Okay. So 8th house is also shared finances, but it can be very transformative as far as self. So I would say for you, this is going to be this is a Scorpio house. So this is going to be a deep soul level work. Okay. Pluto in the 8th house is all about facing your fears. This could be facing your fears around money, around intimacy, sex, money, power dynamics, that whole bubble. So I would say just put in the shadow work, rebirth yourself. This is all about learning to trust yourself again, and just to trust in general. So you could face maybe like, you know, some financial things going on. I would say intense relationship dynamics. Oh, you at work? Also shedding old pieces of you. Think of like a snake shedding its skin. You're really going to shed the old version of you, period. Okay. So I would say just get real about your fears. What are you really scared of? What are you afraid of? And really confront that. Because what is fear? False evidence appearing real. Okay. So Pluto's here to help you transform and to help you to become a little bit stronger in that area. I would say focus on building trust with people, places, and things. Put boundaries out there as well in relationships, and just dive deep into the healing process, like therapy or energy work, whatever process helps you. Okay. Moving on, we have Leo rising. So Leo rising, this is definitely going to be in your 7th house of relationships, partnerships. Also, it could be contracts. Okay. So your relationships are going to be under a microscope, period. Toxic partnerships, gone. You're going to be pushed to find something deeper, something more meaningful, more authentic connections that just mesh your vibe. Okay. So, you know, breakups, power struggles in relationships is something that you could possibly face, you know, redefining what commitment means to you. So I would definitely say just be honest with what you need when it comes to relationships. Okay? No settling. Period. You know, be you, be authentically you. Um, Learn to balance power dynamics as well without losing yourself. And that can be a little bit tough when it comes to the seventh house stuff. So remember, every ending is definitely making, you know, a healthier connection for you somewhere else. Eighth house, perfection year. Scorpio moon, shadow work is what I do. Okay. Get her done. Okay. Virgo rising. Virgo rising, this is going to be, this is going to be in your sixth house. So this is like acts of service, your health, work, your daily routine. I would say Pluto is going to tear up your daily grind, period. It's going to be, so this is where you need to build like healthy habits that just align more so with your work life, you know, with your soul purpose. Okay. So, because when it's in your sixth house, you can face like a burnout. You can get tired, lethargic, have low energy. You can have health scares. So you might feel stuck at a job that drains you, and then you're stressed out, and then here goes the ailments happening. So you don't want that to happen, right? So I would say make sure, since Pluto's gonna be chilling here, listen to your body. Like really listen to your body. If it's telling you to change something, what are you craving to eat, to drink? What are you putting in your temple? Also, to set boundaries at work. No, I'm not doing any overtime. Nope. you know, make sure you have a work-life balance that where you can enjoy. Focus on building a nice routine for yourself. If you do work a lot, make sure you're scheduling self-care. Um, Things that energize you, like anything healing for yourself too. This could be from just even eating clean, maybe cutting out soda, just doing little things for yourself can really add up to get you aligned. Okay. Libra rising. So Libra rising, this is going to be in your fifth house. Ooh, I would say this is the fun house of creativity and romance. Oh my god, it's 11:17. So Pluto's definitely going to wake up your inner artist. It's really going to ask you what really makes you happy. Okay. So you're going to be able to really express yourself in a whole new fashion. And this is really definitely going to bring you more joy. Okay. So, yes, you can get some creative blocks. Maybe, you might have drama in your romantic relationships, or you might struggle with trying to figure out what is it that I'm passionate about. You might have those moments. But I would say make time for the things that light you up. Make time for the things that put fire under your butt. Make time for things that when you do it, you just get so creative. Make that your superpower because it's in your fifth house. Okay. You can really innovate, and create something new that maybe people may need. Okay. I would say come up with some solution that everybody needs. And you could just probably have an idea of that and become rich. So just kind of explore your artistic flair, your artistic outlets, because that could also to help you to process your emotions as well. Okay. All right. Next we have Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising. This is going to be in your fourth house. So this is a Cancer house. So this is like all about home and family. Your foundation. So I would say for you, Scorpio rising, your roots are going to get shaken up. Okay. Your family dynamics might change. You might have some kids. Your kids might grow up and move out if they're in college and go get their own place. Your whole living situation might shift. Where you live now, you might live somewhere else. Your emotional foundation will all be in review. Okay. So you could face, like I said, you might move, family secrets might come out. Emotional baggage might be coming to the surface, that come from your roots, uh, especially when it comes to childhood traumas and things of that nature might surface somehow. So I would say how to work with this is make sure first you either, build a new home, get a new home, or your current space right now, make sure you create it as a sacred, safe space. Nurture home right now. Home even could be self, here, inner home, right? But also your environment is going to matter. It'll also influence the way that you move, okay? So I would say set boundaries with family, especially if, let's say, someone thinks you're always going to do this because you've always done it this way. No, you might do some new shit, okay? You might switch it up. So you got to inform them that I no longer do this anymore. I'm doing it like this, okay? So use the time to heal, rebuild, right? And also, you know, rebuild your emotional foundation too from the ground up, like within. That way you can feel better about the moves that you're making. Okay? Moving on. Sag rising. So Sag rising is going to be in your in your third house. Why I said that. This is the house of communication, you guys, okay? Learning, siblings. So I would say Pluto here is going to transform the way you speak, the way you think, okay? In a good way. Also, the way that you connect with other people, the way you resonate with certain things. It may change your perspective. Your voice might even become a little bit more powerful, okay? More clear. Your mouth is going to be your tool. You're going to have a mouthpiece, pretty much. That's what I would say. Um, you know, but of course, with this Pluto energy, you could have power struggles, miscommunication. You will not be able to understand someone, or someone might not understand you. It's just like making sure you get somebody and someone gets you. Pretty much is going to be like the back and forth of that side of it, confrontations possibly, or you could be confronted with an old way of thinking or old patterns. Okay. So I would say just speak your truth. As long as you continue to stay authentic and real and speak your truth when it's in your third house, and you put authenticity first, no matter if somebody gets pissed off, mad, or upset about you, don't don't care. Okay? Just do it. Learn some new skills that can also help you to communicate a little bit better if that's an issue for you. So keep your mind open to fresh perspectives. Your mental growth is definitely going to be key during this time. Okay. Next, we have Capricorn rising. Okay. Cap rising. So this is going to be in your second house. This is all, this is going to be major money moves here. So major money moves, the things that you value, people, places, and things, your self-worth. So Pluto is definitely going to dive deep into your relationship with money. Okay. How do you value yourself? Okay. So it's going to be time to really build true security. Now, this is where you can be like, it's my time to shine, not because it's a new year. No, these next decade or two could really be it for you, where you can have true security. Okay. So, of course, you could face a couple of financial struggles. Maybe you might even just maybe reevaluate what your priorities were to what they are now. Meaning, like, instead of spending $1,000 on something that you can't see, now that $1,000 might be, I don't know, going towards something that can make you money in your sleep. Okay. So I would say true security is coming in for you. And also, too, though, you could question certain things that can make you feel a little bit insecure during those rocky moments, but you'll get out of it. Okay. So I would say get intentional about what you're spending your money on. So get real about your finances during this time. Save, invest. Okay. Um, Planning, mapping things out. If you have to do a journal, calendar, bill books, whatever you have to do, okay, just get intentional. And that will build your confidence and let go of any fear or old beliefs or your old relationship with money or anything that you value, or anything like as far as material items. Okay. um just letting go of materialism as your identity, that could be a thing. So just align your values with how you earn and spend money, because this is in your second house. So I see some big moves coming for you. Okay. Aquarius rising. So this is going to be in your first house of identity, self-image, your personal power. So I would say, if any major planet, like how it was in my first house, it's a major glow up. Okay. So it's not going to be all pretty. I'm speaking from experience. I literally just, Capricorn was in my first house. Pluto. Yeah. So Pluto's going to transform the way you see yourself. Okay. It's going to push you into your full power. It's going to push you. You may have an identity crisis. You may chop your hair off. You might just shed the old version of yourself completely. And it's going to allow you to look at the man in the mirror and really face your fears. And you're going to fully see yourself. So it's a lot of work, but it's going to be so worth it. So embrace the new you, even if it's uncomfortable when it's in your first house. I would say let go of the facade, let go of people or certain roles that you used to play that don't fit who you're becoming. That's also going to play a part. So own your power. Don't shine. I mean, don't shine. Don't hide. Start shining. Okay. Pisces rising. So Pisces rising, this is going to be in your 12th house. This is all about subconscious, healing, spirituality. This is a Pisces house. So Pluto's going to work with you behind the scenes and digging up whatever's in your subconscious, period. So this is going to be, I would say, a deep spiritual growth for you. You're going to be able to release a lot of karmic baggage in your 12th house. Okay. Now, at times, you might feel isolated. It might get a little bit intense. Okay. You might even have intense dreams that even feel real. So, confronting your fears and old morals, values, beliefs, patterns that you used to do, it's going to be the name of the game. Dive into some meditation or journaling or therapy, or make sure you have a really good support system when it's in your house of 12, because you're going to be in your mind a lot. So just trust the process, okay? Even when it feels a little scary or a little lonely or a little rough, okay? So, because it's preparing you for your next chapter. So just let go of what's holding you back, spiritually or emotionally, because Pluto does not play. It's going to transform everything that it touches, you guys. Okay. So just lean into any type of discomfort and trust that whatever's falling apart is making space for something that's supposed to be there, that's going to be way better, period. Okay. So let's go ahead, you guys. Let's switch gears. I'm going to pull a collective spread for us. Okay. Let's do a collective spread. We're going to do some tarot astrology. Let's do it. You guys don't forget to thumbs up the video if this is resonating with you. And let's see what comes out. Okay. What's the energy? All right, let's see what we got here. Now, we have a lot of shifts coming because a lot of the cards were sideways, you guys. Okay? A lot of shifts. Meaning this is already low-key happening. And what are the odds? All the cards are upright. What are the odds? There's no coincidences in life, right? Okay, what do we have? We got a lot of moon energy, guys. We're going to be feeling, we have the High Priestess here, okay? I'll show you the cards. High Priestess. We have 3 of Pentacles. We have the Wheel. 7 of Chalices. 8 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. 5 of Swords. And 9 of Pentacles. A lot of money. A lot of money. Emotions, water and fire. I feel like it's pretty balanced here. So while the moon is in Cancer, we're literally still in this full moon energy that's playing out, you guys, okay? We had a full moon that went in Taurus. I did the video for you guys so we can watch that. But this energy is still lingering. So there's a lot of things that have been revealed or still will be revealed. I feel as if it could be revealing things about yourself, okay? Things that have been played out. You're going to notice a lot of things that you recognize about yourself that you're going to be like, you know what? Okay, let me let go of this. Let me do this. Let me do that. I'm willing to work together with you and you and you. Whether this is a therapist, whether this is family, whether this is a relationship, a coworker, a friend, whatever it may be, you're willing to come together. And there's also people that are willing to come together with you. Moving out of love is going to be the name of the game. Venus right now is in Capricorn. This is Venus in Capricorn card that came out. Makes sense, right? So check that video out too. I did Venus in Capricorn video as well. So with that comes abundance, comes a spurt of what feels like good luck. As long as you're willing to put in the work and you're coming together with this Pluto and Aquarius energy, wants you to work together with community to make something happen, to make a change for the better. Imagine if we all came together and just did a meditation. Do you know how much the energy would shift if we all came together and did something? That's why I feel like during quarantine, everything backfired. What they thought was going to happen didn't happen, and we all got smarter, right? Anywho, so, so there are going to be lots of opportunity. We have the 7 of Chalices. Now, that doesn't mean all money's good money or every opportunity is an opportunity for you. Okay, between the 7 of Chalices, there could be a snake behind there. Okay, but there also could be something good behind another chalice. Okay, so it's all about recognizing these things. Yes, there's going to be tons of opportunity, but does it align with you? Okay, and it's also asking you with 8 of Wands, jump in. Okay, take action. I feel as if here, some of you guys are almost at the finish line of closing out a cycle, a moral value belief, or an old way of doing something. It's like you're almost there. Okay, it's like almost, it's just like kind of almost seeing the finish line right there. You're almost there. Okay, so it's telling you not to give up. There's an infinite amount of possibilities here. We also have Jupiter retrograding in the sign of Gemini. So it's telling you to make sure whatever it is, put fire, put passion behind it. Okay, there are, there are grand things to come. We do have 6 of Pentacles. It's like that energy of one hand washes the other. Some of you guys might receive unexpected funds, unexpected money. It's kind of like if you dish out good karma, it's going to come back to you. It's like, okay, if I see this person putting in 1,000%, I'm going to put in 1,000%. It's just like giving without the expectation of receiving anything as well. I like this. Coming together, okay? Helping someone out, whether it's through listening or speaking or giving advice. or something physical, like really helping them in a sense. Okay. Now, with that Nine of Wands as well, it's like, okay, let's do this. This is giving you the strength to keep going. Yes, there could be some type of conflicts that could occur, some arguments or quarrels or disagreements, but that's not going to stop you from sitting pretty, okay, with the Nine of Pentacles here. Okay, so some of you guys are going to have so many opportunities, and then you're going to be able to look at them and see, what is the best one for me? I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, but you're going to be sitting fine, looking good, and really reevaluating what is best for you during this time. So I see tons of opportunity. I feel like a lot of old things are closing out. Look, 7, 8, 9 is on the board. Okay, it's actually kind of in order. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is on the board right now. Like we're being pushed towards our path, your destiny. Okay, what is lined for you? What is made for you? It's like we're there, you guys. It's happening and it's going. I love this message. This is great. So it's like, don't give up. Keep going. That way you can see the results that you need to see. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Letitia Ofo. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. That way you get notified every time I do a YouTube live. And thank you guys so much for commenting, and whoever's watching me live right now, thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.